Hey guys, Slept from the A&O show. Audio might be a little windy here, so not gonna be perfect the audio when I look back, but hey. On my way to see in a couple of minutes the new Hunger Games. I'm not gonna remember the freaking title. Something about songbird and snakes and something like that. Anyways, so as I stated, it's a new Hunger Games movie. And with my knowledge, I watched only once every single Hunger Games. The most I remember probably like the first one, first and second. I don't remember much the third or the fourth. Never read the books, so don't quote me on any of the information or anything like that. Um, Watching this movie because I thought the trailers was good. It's supposedly a prequel to the Hunger Games. It's I don't know how the Hunger Games began or the rise of Snow Cow. What the fuck to say? I already forgot. But it intrigued me. Good trailer. Caught my attention to actually go check it out and see. So if it's a good movie, I'll probably do an open spoiler or anything like that. If I find it okay, I'll probably just leave it at this. So I'll see you guys when I get out. So stay tuned. Alright guys, sorry I'm late for giving my final thoughts of the Hunger Games movie. Had a little bit going on just getting here. But overall, I'm gonna start off with my one criticism I have of the movie. Then as you can tell, it's mostly gonna be good compared to the first one I saw in the morning. So my one criticism is that it felt too long, the movie. Like there was a few cutoff points that they could have like, okay, like that's the movie. Okay, that's a good finish for the movie, and then it just kept going. But overall, yeah, they could have cut some scenes out or at least ended it at a certain point. That's my one criticism of the movie. Overall, this movie did its job. I'm gonna do it as most non-spoiler as possible. So let's start with the characters. Like the performances for each character was pretty damn good. Like they make you feel what you wanted to feel. They make you feel the dread or questioning their decisions, or you get their motivation of what they do, You know, overall the story went as fluent as it could be. So I get why certain parts needed to be told. The main character, I don't know, he might be a star in the making. First time I've seen him, and he held his own from making you like him, making you agree with him on his methods and stuff like that, but then also as well as the story progresses, making you think, huh, there's something off about him. There's stuff. So you already know what he grows up to be at the end and the rest of the Hunger Games movie, because this is a prequel to Cornelius Snow. So, but he's very likable at first, and you see in his journey why he becomes the way he becomes in a way, not complete detail, but you see why. And then to the actress, she is stunning and she sings, and I'm not much of a musical or singing person, but she sings amazing. I could tell you that for a fact. She's gonna be a future star, and she's adorable. She's adorable. I only seen her once in the last Shazam movie. So, and she didn't have that much of a role besides, like I said, she looks amazing. But I actually saw her act. So it's just like she's gonna be one I'm gonna keep my eye out whenever she comes up with her next movie. So, besides that, oh, the scientist lady, I don't know her name, forgot her name, but played from Viola Davis. She is menacing, weird and menacing, and wow. Like every single time she's on presence in the scene or anything like that, I'd be like, oh, she's a sadistic bitch, or what the hell is she gonna do, or is she the plot point or whatever. But mostly, you could even think of the Hunger Games itself and the creation of it, and just the capital overall in general as wow. So this is what it's like looking in the inside out. This movie gave me an appreciation that I want to see the Hunger Games more. I want to go back to see each Hunger Game now. Even though I'm not a fan of the third or fourth one or whatever, I'm like, at the end of it, I thought, well, I have not seen the Hunger Games only once, and it's been a decade or more since I watched the Hunger Games. So I'm like, wow, after seeing this movie, I want to go back into seeing Hunger Games 1, 2, 3, and 4. You know, and just getting a better, I feel like watching this movie might give me a better appreciation watching the Hunger Games again. And now that I know this base information in this movie that happened, so I'm like, oh. So, overall, besides the time, I give this movie an 8. Like, yes, like you feel it's weird because you feel the time in a way, like after a certain point, because the movie goes set in 3 parts basically. Part 1, part 2, part 3. And then but part 3 gets concluded into, like, 3 different mini sections at towards the end. So but between performances, between the plot, just knowing the story, taking the journey with them, like, yeah, I would, even with the time, I would watch this movie again, and I would recommend it for if you are a Hunger Games fan or you are curious like me and seeing this movie, or just curious overall. Check it out, cause for me, compared to the first movie I watched, this was a far better prepared movie. It was no complaints as in except the time. That's it. So let me know what you guys think. Write down in the comments below any questions, any comments. Have you watched the previous Hunger Games? Have you not? Why did you like the franchise? Why didn't you? What worked for you? What didn't work? And let me know in the comments below. And it gave me motivation. Tomorrow I might do a shorter version, open spoilers live on YouTube. Just talking about mostly this movie, but I also talk about a little bit if you guys have any questions about the Monarch series that I previously put up and the Thanksgiving movie. I'll be happy to answer that in any comments, questions, and anything like that. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow, probably Sunday, November, what day are we? 8th, 17th, so probably November 18th at 6. And I'll leave it at that. Bye-bye.